woman looking at me and calling me a yellow jacket.
I'm at the Mountain Interment Camp in Cody, Wyoming. At this location during World War II, more than 14,000 Japanese Americans were forcibly interned here. They were forced to stay in dwellings like this one behind me. Let's check out the museum, the interpretive site, and some of the old ruins in this area. But man, this place is in the middle of nowhere.
Some of the storyboards in the museum are relative to this generation and some more to their children. So Nisei are born here, so American citizens, and Issei were immigrants from Japan.
Okay, great.
Okay.
I think my folks felt that they were being loyal, doing what the government wanted them to do. I don't think that they ever thought that they had any rights. It was a bewilderment for me. We didn't do anything, so why are we being treated this way?
In those days, we obeyed what the government says, what our authorities say.
So you just did it because I guess being Japanese American, I don't know whether we were not able to express our opinions.
And then a couple of terms you would want to be familiar with that you said you already know those. Okay. Some of the
My brothers, 3 brothers, were drafted or enlisted. They were willing to give their life to prove that we were Americans.
And that's what we did.
My son Ross was born in Hart Mountain.
My dad died right in camp.
I graduated from Hart Mountain High School.
Boy Scouts really kept us busy.
One of the gals in our block said, well, I'll fix you up. So she fixed me up with this fellow. And we went to the St. Hopkins dance, and it turns out that I ended up marrying him.
I actually had one of my professors from college, I forget his name, but he was actually born here in Hart Mountain. He taught my Japanese Americans history class. So cool.
There was never any doubt in my mind that we would be out.
camera club. See, they had camera club. So that's where you behind you, this room here.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, it doesn't look so bad.
So this is what they made it look like after they were established after a few years. So right now we're standing in a room what it would have looked like during the Hart Mountain Interment. Kind of homey. This is after they spiced it up and made it more comfortable. The next room over shows what it looked like when they actually arrived.
Heat, they're all the source of heat. Every day a coal truck would come and it would dump coal in the middle. Yeah, so I don't know about you,
I remember being spit on, and I remember this woman looking at me and calling me a yellow jacket.
Well, we hope that it never happens again.
even though it was a lot of hardship and having to start life all over again. You can't be worrying about what you lost always and just keep on going.
I agree.
Yeah.
So behind me there, you can see the famous Hart Mountain, where the internment camp took its name from. According to the map, in between where I'm standing now and Hart Mountain is where all the rows of barracks would have been lined up for families to live in. Can you imagine uprooting your entire life and family to move thousands of miles inland to the middle of nowhere, like the Japanese Americans and the Japanese had to do who lived in the US during World War II. I guess it was a different time back then, but if you think about it, that's a massive human rights violation. To forcibly intern people without any due process, such a different time. I can't imagine that happening today. But in front of me, I got some more ruins and barracks I'm gonna explore, so let's go check those out. And there's the old hospital and infirmary at Heart Mountain behind me. Now, I can't even imagine having to uproot my entire life the way that the Japanese and Japanese Americans had to do during World War II, to be forcibly kept in a place against your will. Next time I'm in a difficult situation, I'm gonna remember what the people here during World War II had to endure, and it's gonna remind me of that. My life's not that bad. I wasn't forcibly interned in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's good to remember that.